Hi, welcome to Web Development with Node.js course. So, in this session, I actually plan to introduce you to the course, to introduce you with the dynamics around the course, how the course is actually going to run, what are some important points that you should be careful about. So let's start. So the first thing that you should know is that the complete course, Web Development with Node.js course, is actually split into modules. First is the front-end module, which we'll cover first, and then we'll move to back-end module where we'll cover Node.js. So let's talk about the front-end module first. So once you enter the course for the front-end module, you will see a page like this. This is the batch wall. Now, batch wall is actually one of the sources of communication. Any queries or questions that you want to ask, you can put it here. All the people involved in the course, instructors, teaching assistants, or your batchmates will be able to see your post. Any topic or content related queries, if there are, I would encourage that you don't put them here. There is a specific section where you can ask, so I'll discuss that also. But yes, so for general communication, I think this is the batch wall which we can use. Now, other than batch wall, there is a course introduction page here. This has some information around the sections of the course, how will the penalty, deadline, right, certificates, things will work. So please do give this page read once this session is over. You can find your batchmates here, and this is the doubt forum where you can see all the doubts raised, mentors, instructors for the course, and FAQs, couple of FAQs which you can go through. Let's go back to batch group. So to start the course, all you have to do is click on Start Course. It will take you to the topics page where you can see all the topics in the course. So currently only few topics are visible, don't worry. Once you will progress, we will keep adding more topics to the page. So to open a topic, all you have to do is just click the topic, open it. Every topic that you see actually will have two things. Generally, all the topics will have two things, lecture and assignment. In this case, there is only lecture. So this is lecture written here. If you scroll down, in case there is an assignment, you will find the section assignment after lecture. So in this case, it is not. But yes, generally one topic will have two things, lecture and assignment related to whatever is covered in the lecture. Now, how will a lecture move? So in every lecture, I should say, you will have videos, and after one or two videos, you will have MCQs to just test, practice around whatever you have learned in the videos, and also there will be coding problems. So not just MCQs, you will have to write codes for whatever concepts you have grasped, because without practicing, you actually cannot gain. So you'll have to code, achieve desired results, right? Expected, whatever target or whatever question is given to you, you will have to solve it. So this is how a lecture will work. Videos, MCQs, coding problems, and assignments as well. Now let me go back. Now every lecture that you see actually will have a deadline. So if I circle it here, every lecture that we'll see will have a deadline. Now, release date is the date at which the lecture is released. It is visible, open for you to attempt. Deadline is the date by which you are expected to complete the lecture. So make sure that you try and complete the lecture within the deadline, because in case you don't and you try submitting after the deadline, there will be penalty to it. So for submissions within 10 days after the deadline, 25% of the score that you get will be cut as penalty. So if you have scored 100 and you are making this submission after deadline, actual score that you will get is 75. 25% is cut as penalty, so you will get only 75. Now, let's say you have not completed even within 10 days after the deadline and are submitting even after that. So for next 5 days after these 10 days, 50% of the score that you get will be cut as penalty, and after those 5 days, 100% will be penalty. That means you won't get any score. So try completing within the deadline. Now, if you are doing within the deadline, there is no penalty. Whatever score you get will be your actual score. But if you are submitting after deadline, there will be some penalty added, some penalty cut from your score, right? So make sure that you follow these deadlines strictly and try to follow the pace of the course as well. So every week around 2 to 3 topics will be released, logical topics, related topics, which you will be expected to complete within that time span. Every topic, every lecture, whatever MCQs you are submitting, they'll carry some weightage, they'll carry some score. So make sure that you are actually able to complete them on time. Now let's go back. Other than the lectures, there'll be major projects as well. Projects that you are expected to submit, and projects that your teaching assistants will be grading. So make sure that you actually complete those projects thoroughly. One thing that I missed is, if you are watching a video or you are solving an MCQ or maybe attempting a coding problem and you have a doubt, what you can do is click on Ask Doubt here. So click on Ask Doubt and you will be able to raise doubt, which your teaching assistant will reply. We'll notify you about the timings and duration for which teaching assistants are available, so that you can expect quicker response if you raise doubt within that duration. But yes, you can do that. So you can raise doubt anytime. Teaching assistants will be online for some span, for some hours, and we'll notify that. Okay, so now that we have discussed that all topics carry some score, whatever projects that you will be submitting will carry weightage. So here you will be able to find your score, your percentage score. So your score by total score, this is your percentage score. Now there are two things here, with penalty percentage score, without penalty percentage score. This is your score after penalty in case there are any. This is your score without penalty. No penalty is applied. This is just your actual progress in the course. But yes, if you are, let's say I am attempting a problem or attempting a topic after deadline and I have scored 100, then and 25% penalty is cut, then my with penalty score is 75. Without penalty score is as if no penalty was applied to it, so it is 100. So generally you can expect that if you are making all submissions on time, with and without penalty scores will be same. But if you are actually having delays in your submissions, then your without penalty score will be higher than your with penalty score, because with penalty score will be your score after penalty has been cut from it. Now, after the course completion, you will be provided with a course certificate, but you need a minimum cutoff, X% at least. Currently it's 60%, so you need to score at least 60% in order to get course certificate. So make sure that your with penalty percentage score is at least 60% in order to get the certificate for the course. Otherwise you won't. So please make sure that you are completing all the topics on time and regularly. Other than the scoring, this is the leaderboard. I hope you can see it. There are no topics attempted yet, so score is 0, but you can find the leaderboard here, your rank here, and you can see how you are performing in comparison to your batchmates. Make sure you read this tooltip here that carries the message that how the score is calculated. So you'll be able to figure that out after reading it. And I think that's pretty much it around the function of the course. So just to summarize, you will have 2 to 3 lectures every week. Make sure you complete those lectures within their deadline. Try progressing. Any doubts, any queries, you have teaching assistant support, right? You have Batchwall to ask any questions that you have for us, or anything that you want to discuss with your peers. You can do that here. Other than that, you will be added to WhatsApp groups as well, which will be one of our sources to communicate, right? So that's pretty much how the course will run. I hope you are excited to start with the course, and I'm really excited to have you here. Thank you.